All right. Ready to dive deep into hypno vibes.
Always ready. I'm fascinated by this stuff.
Yeah, you and me both, honestly.
Yeah.
So as you know, we're talking about that YouTube channel with Naomi, the hypnotherapist, right?
Right. Hypno channeling, they call it.
And it's wild, right? I mean, she taps into all this universal wisdom just like that.
Yeah, and it's not even like her wisdom, really.
Yeah, it's like she becomes a conduit for this this higher consciousness.
Exactly, like a direct line. And it's interesting how they use you during the sessions.
Oh, you mean like who they're talking to?
Yeah, you actually refers to Naomi's higher self. It's not the person she's hypnotizing.
That's trippy.
Totally. And in this episode, we're looking at, man, there are some seriously intriguing questions.
Oh, tell me about it. We're talking aliens, ancient Egypt.
Yeah.
Even the idea that dreams could be glimpses into other dimensions.
It definitely makes you think, doesn't it?
It really does. So should we start with the alien question?
Let's do it.
Okay, so someone named Jessica asks if aliens or UFOs could appear in her backyard.
Oh, I remember this one. What was the answer again? It's something about them being busy, right?
Yep, busy. Can you imagine having a schedule that packed?
Busy aliens. That's a good one. But it makes you wonder, does it mean we could influence them to show up if enough of us believed, like collective intention and all that?
Yeah, that's deep. The power of our thoughts, right? Okay, next question. This one's about the role of cats in ancient Egypt. And get this, the channeled energy had to tap into a specific energy to answer.
Whoa, so it's not just one big universal consciousness, but maybe a whole network of them.
Seems like it. All right, on to Jessica's dreams. She was describing some seriously wild stuff, like flying. And the channeled energy said that could be her subconsciously tapping into other dimensions.
Whoa, so our dreams, they could be winded onto other realities? That's pretty mind-blowing.
Totally. And they went on to say that people who are super sensitive to energy might have these kinds of dreams as a way of processing everything they pick up during the day.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's like a way to balance it all out.
Sounds like it. And, Jessica also mentioned she can sense people's energy just by knowing their name.
Really? Just from a name? That's wild.
I know, right? All right, switching gears a bit. They also talked about marijuana and its effects. Apparently, Jessica no longer resonates with marijuana's energy.
Oh, yeah, she's moved on.
Seems that way, yeah. It's like a personal evolution, they said.
What's interesting is they explain how marijuana can be used in different ways. Some people just use it recreationally, but for others, it's like a tool to expand their consciousness, see things differently.
And it all depends on the person, right? Their intention and how sensitive they are.
Exactly. It's like what works for you at one point might not later on,
Totally. It's all about growth. Speaking of, Jessica mentions this feeling of being over the call. She just wants to go with it, follow her intuition. And she's been getting this message for weeks, apparently.
Like a sign.
Yeah.
Or the universe nudging her towards something.
Yeah, exactly. And they mention a big Easter egg waiting for her. Something she'll find when she follows that feeling, the excitement.
Oh, wow. An Easter egg. I wonder what that could be.
Right. It makes you think. And then this is great. They tell her not to worry about any bad trips because there won't be any. Like a cosmic guarantee.
That's reassuring, I guess. Taking a leap of faith, but knowing it'll be okay.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, shifting gears now. There's a message for someone named Amy. They say Amy's energy feels lighter, that she's doing better.
That's good to hear. Always nice when things are looking up for someone.
Totally. And the message for her is all about going within, not searching for answers externally, real growth comes from inside.
Yeah, connecting with your own intuition, not relying on outside stuff.
Right. And they even suggest meditation or using mushrooms as a way to go deeper, explore that inner world.
Interesting. Did it sound like they were promoting those things or more suggesting them as possibilities?
It felt more like a suggestion to me. Very gentle, not pushy at all. Oh, and they mentioned a connection between Amy's energy and someone named Kim's energy, but they don't explain what it is.
A mystery connection. Makes you think about how we're all energetically linked, right? Maybe they vibe on a similar frequency.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild. Before we move on, I got to say, I'm really struck by how clear and direct these channeled messages are. There's no fluff, just straight up insights.
Yeah, it's like pure wisdom,
Yeah.
No filter. And the fact that they covered all that in just 12 minutes, it's incredible.
I know, right? So much in such a short time. And the way they connected things like dreams and energy and even marijuana, it all points to something bigger, I think. Right, like a deeper understanding of how it all works. It really makes you question everything. So I'm curious, If our dreams really are glimpses into other dimensions, what does that mean about reality itself?
Whoa. Yeah, that's a big question, isn't it? What if there's way more to reality than we can even see or touch? Like, what if we're all multidimensional beings, but we just don't realize it?
It's kind of scary, but also exciting, right?
Totally. And hey, if anyone wants to explore this stuff further, Naomi Shu has this book series called The Next Level You. It's all about expanding your consciousness and reaching your full potential.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. It's supposed to be really good.
You can find it on Amazon.
Perfect.
Okay.
Well, that wraps up our deep dive into hypnovibes, but like we said, the exploration doesn't end here.
You definitely not. Keep those minds open, folks. There's so much out there to discover.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time.
See ya!
You can let us know who you are.
Just her higher self.
Ah, I see. And thank you again. Jessica was asking if alien or some UFOs can show up in her backyard. They're busy.
There's no reason.
Right.
It's not like if you want them to come, they will come.
So how about the C5?
If there's enough people, there might be a chance.
So I see. So that means, just enough people are willing to see them, then they will have time?
Maybe.
I see.
Not a guarantee.
I see. That's how it works. Okay, since you are here, and you, this is also Jessica wants to know that white cats it seems like played an important role in the ancient Egypt. Or you can ask.
Not the appropriate person or entity to answer this question.
I see. So I need to channel that energy?
You can try.
Okay. I want to ask you about this person. Can you, let us know a little bit more about Jessica's crazy dreams? Was flying.
1 second. They sometimes are a projection or an interpretation of what she's picking up in other dimensions subconsciously. They might not actually be her experiences.
So it's the parallel?
No.
Okay, say one
She's just picking up on different experiences and happenings in different dimensions. And her brain can only interpret it as human experiences through dreams.
So we do that, or just certain people do that?
She's not the only one. But I cannot say that everyone does that.
But
you need a certain level of sensitivity.
Okay.
Because if you can pick it up in real life, not real life, in conscious waking life, as you guys call it, then there must be a tool in your quote-unquote sleeping life to balance it out, to balance to balance out what you have picked up in your conscious life, to process it.
I see. So we need to balance that. Like she needs to do that.
Yes. It's one way she does that.
So let's say she can sense people's energy by just knowing the person's name.
That happens, yes.
How about the reaction to marijuana? Like it's different after the...
She just no longer resonates with that energy.
I see.
And the energy does not have anything left to serve her.
I see. So that energy can serve people. Yeah.
It depends on how they use it.
What do you mean?
Generally, people use it and see it as a recreational drug, which within the collective consciousness would create more of that. However, there are some people who use it to enhance their perception of their current reality, not any other dimensional realities, like how other psychedelics do. So it's just their 3-dimensional reality.
To increase that perception.
Yes. So they can hear their thoughts, their emotions, their feelings, and combined with the individual's own sensitivity, it really depends on how sensitive they are in general and their own reaction to the substance.
I see. So Jessica also feels that she's like ready, or the call.
Yes, just go with it. I don't have anything else to say but that. We have been reminding her for weeks now.
Right. So she's going to discover something?
She'll see once it happens.
Okay.
Yes, there's a big Easter egg for her.
What, Easter?
An Easter egg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because if we feel excited about doing something, right? And we need to follow that feeling.
Yes. Tell her not to be scared of the potential bad trip.
there's no bad trip, but it can feel that way.
Yes.
Anything, I know this is just before we finish, anything you can give a message to Amy?
1 second. You've been doing a lot better.
Anything you want to ask? I feel her energy is lighter.
Yes. So continue. Your higher self and your spirit team are really proud that you constantly search for improvement. But there is more worth sometimes in going within rather than searching outside externally, is what I'm picking up on when I try to connect to see if they have any messages for you.
So are you saying maybe she can do some type of meditation?
Anything that allows her
to go within?
Yes.
So how about let's say mushroom?
If it resonates with her, she needs to feel the calling for it.
And she, when I was talking about retreat, she said, oh, I'll be interested.
There's your answer.
Because the medicine also make us go within.
Yes.
Very good.
As long as you feel ready and excited for it.
I feel Amy's energy is very gentle.
Yes.
For some reason, I feel her energy sometimes is a little bit similar to Kim's, not the same.
I don't have an answer for that.
Okay. All right. And I really appreciate it. Every time I talk to you, and the message is always very clear and very insightful. I'm so glad because I can talk to my higher self, at least not this way. And thank you always. And I will let you go.